I finished my morning workout. It's Friday, April 18th, 10 a.m. I'm at 95,600 monthly listeners. The climb has definitely slowed significantly from what I could tell. I mean, I haven't really been posting videos. I took the last 2 days not off. I was like writing music. I wrote a bunch of first verses for a bunch of songs. But I wasn't really making videos. I went kind of went too hard earlier this week with my workouts, and I felt like I was dying. um, but whatever. My body will adjust. What am I talking about? Videos. Okay. Yeah, the climb. My Spotify climb is slowed because I definitely haven't posted any videos advertising. The last video I posted, the third video, looked like shit. The video where I was kind of just trying to time, it was like me playing the guitar while trying to like glitch the video, like work the video to the beat of the music. The edit doesn't, it doesn't, you can't really tell it's to the beat of the music, first of all. Second of all, it's boring to look at. I need to like do more like, almost like story-oriented video in a way, at least what I think so. But a part of me feels like I don't even want to edit till I get this new computer. I'm debating if I'm going to spend. So I probably have like 4,000 something dollars that I could afford to spend, and I could save a bunch of it, spend it on a laptop, and put the rest of it towards my debt and whatever else I need. Um, and or I could spend it all on the laptop. And like I know all the stuff I want to do is like pretty intensive on the computer, but my computer is 10 years old, so it kind of sucks. So maybe even like an M1 or an M2 could suffice for because I need to get an Apple computer because I use Logic. But an M4, like a near maxed out, add new MacBook Pro, it's big. That sounds kind of baller. I just don't know if that's what's best. Maybe I should just get like $1,000 laptop, like a refurbished M2, and then when I'm making more money, just fuck it, fucking throw that shit out the window and buy a whole new big bad boy. You know, unfortunately, that as I say it out loud, that seems like the smart thing to do. But maybe I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I mean, I'm 20-something thousand dollars in debt. I got an email this morning that said my credit card denied paying for my phone bill. So, I don't know. But I'll figure it out. I mean, I have the money. It's just, I just have to sit there and think about it. 'Cause I gotta, like, find it. I mean, I know the approximates of everything. I know I have like 20-something thousand dollars in debts. I make about 2,000 a month. But I gotta go into detail about the exact amount I make, the exact amount I owe, and then a payment plan to start chopping it down. Because I can't put all my money towards the debt. I gotta live life. I could die tomorrow. You know what the hell I'm saying? But you know, I'll pay up. Ideally, pay about half the money I make every day towards that debt. And if I make 2,000 a month, that makes about $66 a day. And like now that I live at home at my mom's house, thank fucking God, I'm not really paying that much towards food. I mean, sometimes I am, but really all my money kind of goes to hanging out, drinking. Not even, but yeah. So I don't know. Those are some morning thoughts on this wonderful April 18th, 10:14 a.m. I'll check back in you. I'm going to eat. I got steak, veggies, and a sweet potato. Not the biggest fan of sweet potato. I'd ask you how you're doing, but I don't care. I do care. Tell me how you're doing. Okay, it's 3:34 p.m. I took a nap, and then I went on a walk. Kind of chilled. All I've done today so far was work out. But I'm right now. I'm trying to figure out upgrading my laptop. Like I'm gonna upgrade my laptop now. But the problem is I definitely need to get a Mac. And I've been thinking about balling out, getting like the latest, greatest M4 Max, whatever. But I just called my friend and he said, honestly, the difference between the M1 Max and the M4 Max, like yeah, the M4 Max is obviously better, but it's not the biggest deal. So I'm definitely in a position where I need to save money. I mean, I was just talking about it, but I kind of want to ball out just because it's fun. But I could definitely save the money, and that would be awesome. So I need to watch and do more research about M1 Max versus M4 Max. The thing is like I just want to generate like crazy graphics. Like I want to get into like Touch Designer, Blender, and all this other stuff I can use to make my videos cooler. And I feel like I'm doing, in my head, it feels like to me like I'm doing like the most intense stuff you can do besides maybe Unreal Engine. And I used to use Unreal Engine 5, but it just, the aesthetic doesn't work for what I do. Unless I can figure out how to do it that way. But, whatever. What was I saying? Yeah, I kind of wanted the maxed out one, but if I could save a couple grand, that couple grand will pay for a lot of stuff. So, pay for voice lessons, it'll pay for new shoes, any new running shoes, it'll pay for. I need, if once I get a new laptop, I need to buy Logic. I never bought Logic. I have a hacked version of Logic, so that'll be nice. And all the mixing, I want to purchase the mixing with the masters and get better at mixing. Learn the right way to mix, and then whether or not I decide to mix like that, it's up to me. I'm in control of my destiny. I got my own workflow, so I'm not that good at mixing, but I am good at the dirty mix. Alright, I just freaking bought the maxed out laptop. Even though in this, I think earlier I was like, I should save money, you know. I watched too many videos about the benchmarks and the difference, and this is going to last me a while. I had to get the freaking Apple Care because I'm getting refurbished. I got several delinquent accounts because the student loan payments went back. I'm a little stressed about all that stuff, but once I get paid next month, I can get those counts out of delinquency. Or I can get them out now. Oh, it's almost 5 o'clock. I gotta call the government aid or whatever. It's fast. I don't know. I gotta figure it all out. Woo, stressful. Makes me want to do some drugs, but obviously not gonna do that. But yeah. Here's to freaking. I better. These videos better be sick. I better be making sick videos, or I'm an idiot. Well, actually, you know, it's crazy. I was listening to this M1 Max versus M4 Max comparison for like music intensive stuff, and my music is not that intensive, but this guy was trying to max out the M1 Max, and he was playing the audio, and he started to hear it pop and click, and I got like so triggered because dude, I'll have like 6 tracks running, and if I have like a fancy compressor instead of like default Logic compressors on like all of them, I'll start to get popples and cracks. And then so like what I'll do to listen to it, it's just so frustrating. I have to like print it and then adjust it. So frustrating. I definitely need a new laptop. I may not have needed to get an M4 Max. I probably could have saved a couple grand and then whatever. But I don't care. I'm going to be making way more money by the end of the year. At least double. And how do you know? Because I'm ready, baby. I'm one of the best songwriters of this generation. You may not know it. He may not know it. You may disagree. But in my heart, that's how I feel. And I'm going to rise slowly, very slowly to the top. Unless I like sign. You know, I've gotten offers for major labels and stuff, but it is so crazy. You have the power of the label and industry. Like you get several other accounts that are generating content for you. You get access to interviews, access to playlisting, access. You just get like there's so much stuff that's gatekept that like no one has any idea, nor do they care. And they don't understand They don't understand exactly how hard what I'm doing is, but I do. And that's so important. No, I want people to see me, and I want them to fucking grovel, bow down, and say, "Wow, what you did is way harder than what fucking Dua Lipa did." You know, I produce everything, I mix everything. Kind of sounds like shit, but it sounds like me. You know, and that's cool. And I've gotten some listeners. just through brute force, trying to grab people by their fucking neck and say, listen to this! You know? And I'm still fucking broke. Not for long! It's 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., Friday. I'm going to start cleaning finally. And buying the laptop is a big weight off my shoulders. It added more weight to the debt burden. But once I figured out on Monday, maybe I should figure it out today. But once I figure it out on Monday, I'll feel calm, chill, cool, collected. Because once I have a plan, it's just like, alright, stick to the freaking plan. And like, if your plan's solid enough and you screw something up, like, oh, maybe I spent too much money today, you just adjust. It's just like, alright, this is going to take one day longer than I thought. You know, so, whatever. The debt burden, it's not too much for me yet. I can handle more. I mean, it's only going down. Ish. Oh, my hip's an idiot. Whatever, I'm gonna clean. Who cares? It's 6:16. I did a small amount of cleaning, mostly not in this room. I don't want to sleep in this room forever. I have another room that's in absolute chaos that I'm gonna sleep in, and I barely cleaned anything in the room, but it is cleaner than it was yesterday. I really like the idea of slowly, incrementally. I don't know, for some reason it feels like a video game, like one of those time-gated video games where you're just forced to wait forever. Like the idea of the room not being clean enough for like a month of daily small cleaning. I don't know, that excites me way more than suffering for 5 hours and then getting it done. I don't know why, but that's what I feel like, and so that's what I'm going to stick to. Brings me joy. So now I'm going to make a Patreon video to break down and try to explain why I choose the chords and how I came to the conclusion that I like the way the chords sound. I don't exactly. I'm going to try my best. Hopefully I can work with my patrons to make it the best possible. You know? So I'll try this video out. It was requested for me by a cool guy that messages me a lot. That's nice. JMO Day or whatever. Yeah, so I'll try it out. I don't exactly know a chord progression. I think I'm going to do one that's kind of long that did decently well. Alright, let's see you on the flipper flopper. We'll see how long it takes me to get this done. Alright, finished the Patreon video. It's 7:08. I don't know how long it took me, probably like an hour. Now I'm going to when I do a Patreon video, gotta freaking make a guitar video to advertise the Patreon, right? And then hopefully I'll be in high spirits and I'll make another video. Oh, my laptop's coming on Monday. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to come up with a simple edit, a nice simple edit, and then on Monday, fucking crazy edit, man. Ooh, I'm so excited. The blood, it tastes like a shark. I feel blood in the water. It's 11:11. Make a wish. I wish for peace on earth. I just finished making a guitar video. Today, we really solidified my status as broke as hell, but we're going to climb our way back. Today, I worked out. I did a tiny amount of cleaning. I made a Patreon video, huge. I kind of don't like making them, but whatever. I try my best. But that doesn't mean I don't put in my best effort. And I made a guitar video, chord video. If this is all I accomplish, not good. But whatever, I'm building it up. I think my body's getting used to the workout. I've kind of been sedentary for quite a few months. Just gonna let my body adjust. No judgment here. However, if it keeps like this, I'm in serious trouble. But whatever. The trouble ain't here yet. That's a problem for a few months from now.